Well, Gabriel Medina back out there. He's given us the biggest moments so far during this Australian leg. The big 9.7 front side full rotation air up at Newcastle where he jumped a school bus, and then yesterday on the right, a beautiful backhand version of a similar turn, and he's been putting together the biggest numbers. Gabriel Medina already with a low score, a 1.9, and without priority goes chasing down some insiders. All too easy for the two-time world champion, who will be wearing the yellow jersey when we head over to Margaret River now. With this result, conversations, he's actually stepped his performance up and made them go, oh, well, how can we deny this? That was an incredible barrel ride, and we haven't seen anything like it in the event. Morgan.Cibilic, he tucks into the barrel. North Narrabeen turning on. We haven't seen that yet in this event, and that's going to make this an interesting score. Adds the extras on the finish. This guy's wave selection's been on point. He's had some kind of special relationship. He might have sold his soul to the devil. He's just been finding the magic rides, even under priority. Surfers are gifting him waves that he's converting into excellent scores. And that was crafty barrel riding there. Really snuck under it, Mick. Is a magic rookie run, Rich. That is unbelievable. Great technique.
Oh, technique. Straight into the pig dog position, comes out with the huge wrap. And then a little adjustment off the bottom so that he could get the snap in. So watch how late that was. And just gets straight into that pig dog position, holds onto the rail, gets the little arcing cutback, and a little two-stage bottom turn to get the final hit in. But that'd feel good. Okay, watch this now. Engages that hillside rail so quickly. Front foot goes right up against the nose. He's still holding onto the rail here. That forward arm guiding his direction out of the tube, and then hits that toe side rail for a nice wrapping cutback. Almost lost it, little slip off the bottom, but that final hit was beautiful to finish off on that little foamy turbulent section.
Just sitting under and catching as many waves as he can for Medina, and then you've got the other strategy of Morgan, as you see, trying to get it back up here, up the point a little bit, nice little hit out of the top, comes off for another one. This is just a backup score for Morgs after that 8.6. Reeling into the inside. Yeah, it's just classic. You can have a strategy in the beginning. You know, Medina's was to go out there, get some quick scores on Morgan, but Morgan, how cool and calm is this young guy? Like, okay, just think of him right then. Okay, oh wow, I'm too late for this wave. I'm way too late.
Now, Gabriel having a look.
Medina trying to get himself back in this heat. Has a 5.83, can still turn it at this point with a 6.18, and he's just had an amazing flow. And as Mick Fanning commented earlier, he's just looked so relaxed so far. And when you're sitting on top of the world, when you look at the rankings, there's good reason why. That's a solid wave, surfed completely from start to finish.
Out of third gear, like this is third gear for Gabe. And then once he goes to those next gears is when it gets real dangerous. You know, he had in his mind that he wanted a ramp, but
turned out he surfed that wave really well.
But Mick, how desperate is he going to be to get rid of that 3.33 pretty soon?
Yeah, I think the 3.33 was something just to calm the nerves a little bit, and now he can sit and wait for a proper score. So look, Gabe's looking for a mega ramp.
Well, Medina finds it, but just falls over that rail trying to ride out of that rotation. It turned in the highest single score of the final up there with just beautiful backhand surfing. Here he goes now. He might not need a rotation to get himself into the lead here. You can see that he's starting to think that with only 8.5 minutes to go. But yeah, when he keeps his board in the water, you know, magic can still happen.
Well, they sort of build a house. They go out and do 2 air reverses and put 13 points on it.
They build a mansion is what they do.
He's going to throw something big at us here. Little alley-oop to get started. Not the best version of that turn he can do, so he's going to go add some extras on the inside. Explosive surfing after a 6.14. Yeah, you're right. That's their version of, you know, building a penthouse. It's something that Morgan's been able to do in this heat.
Yeah, the old saying, 8s or lates. Look, this was a very mediocre wave, and he absolutely ripped it. You know, that's him changing gears again. You know, that aggression, you can see that.
Hazaway just hit the brakes right at the start of that wave, just to put him in the perfect position for that alley-oop.
One of the few people that can do an air into a big turn and do it multiple times on a wave.
Under priority, so deadly. Numbers starting to roll through, and it is enough to get Medina into the lead. And now he's got some momentum. Plans the reverse, needs to keep going. He wants to get the credit for that completion, but he doesn't reconnect with that wave, so I doubt that one's going to go high enough. But job done on that medium-sized wave, 6.67 against a two-time world champion. Do you think he'd be feeling pretty good about himself right now?
Yeah and no. You know, look, you see Gabe, this is where Gabe gets crazy dangerous, when he just starts catching waves. He's in the lead and starts catching waves. What Morgan's got to do here is just totally switch off from Gabe and just find the best wave to go and just do what he's been doing all event, and that's just hammer some big turns.
Action after that first turn, though, where he had to reconnect with the rider. It was a bit disjointed, but it was still good surfing. As we see Medina up now, wasting no time and trying to get rid of a 5.87 to increase his lead, and he will stick the rotation there. It's only a matter of time. You saw all those attempts. Something's going to stick when he starts throwing stuff at the wall, and it's going to be enough by the looks of things, on the early indication at least, that he is going to get the lead in the dying stages here. And he is going to take a bit of a victory lap here, rolling through to the inside. Not taking any chances. He's going to hang on to this. Almost landed with both feet on the tail pad. Medina is going to shut it down.
He's incredible.
You know what he was saying then too. I made it. Look, I'm riding out of this thing.
Look at him.
Oh, he's like a peacock. He's got his tail feathers up.
And have a go at this thing just to finish off. Straight out into the flats. The full rotation somehow rides out of it. And mate, this kid just continues to get better and better. And there he goes. That one was a full-on make.
But he has truly shown his champion status as he marches through to the semis.
Yeah, that was an incredible heat. But, you know, Morgan did pretty much everything right. It's just that Gabe just showed the true champion.
He just left this tiny little crack in the door, and Gab's just shoved his foot in it and not kicked it right down.
Yeah, you got to deadbolt those things.